Hi everyone, it's Carolina from Gotta Love Polish. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you all my honorable mentions for the year of 2023. These are some of the products that I have fallen completely in love with this year, and old favorites who have already won the title of favorite polishes for the year. I decided to add them to my honorable mentions because even though they've won in the past, that doesn't always mean that they stay favorites. 90% of the time it does, but I have destashed some polishes that were favorites at one point in my life, and then I realized that I grew out of them or I just didn't love them anymore. So when I rewear something that I absolutely love, especially if they've had the category of favorite polish of the year, I want to include them in the honorable mentions. I'm also going to talk about a couple of products that have really impressed me this year and just things that I've learned that I enjoyed this year. And then I'm going to share with you all the manicures that I have absolutely fallen in love with this year. I do want to say, for me, toppers are kind of a nail art because you are changing the basic component of the manicure, which is the polish that you're wearing. So if you're wearing a polish and then you add a topper, that to me is nail art. You're creating something different. Not everybody will pick the same toppers that you pick, and some people will, but you know, that's why I consider it kind of a nail art. So some of these don't have like stamping, but I put something else in it to make it different because I was inspired by something else, you know, that kind of situation. I'm counting it as nail art, so that's why I say manicure, favorite nail art manicures, toppers are included in that one. Now that I've rambled on enough, let's go into the swatches. Thank you everyone so much for all your support this year, and a happy new year to everyone. My first honorable mention this year is going to be the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel top coats in Crystal, Moonlit, and Unicorn. I absolutely love these mainstream toppers that really surprised me by how really amazing they are. I don't know why I'm so surprised. I forgot this one too, glazed. I do have glazed from the Sally Hansen, so I have 4 of the collection. I think there's a 5th one that I didn't get. Another honorable mention this year is this Never Naked by Jackie in Haunted Disco Ball. The only reason why this is in the honorable mention instead of being on my top polishes of the year was because honestly, it's all about laziness. I was already done recording when I realized I really should have put this on there, and by the time that I realized that, I had already removed it, and for some reason I was just like, I don't feel like recording it again. So I added this as an honorable mention, but honestly this should have been in my top polishes of 2023 because it was amazing. The glitters or flakies in here, I'm not sure what's all in here, honestly. I know it has black shards, I know it has some platinum. Is it glitters or flakies? I don't know. It was a little bit of a witch to remove with a capital B, and that was kind of unexpected because I thought it was mostly flakies in here, but honestly it was well worth it because this was so amazingly like bling. Like, all I can tell you is it was bling and it was sparkly, and I wish there was sun when I actually wore this, but it's been a couple of days of really cloudy, gloomy skies, very dreary weather here, and I couldn't appreciate this with the sunlight, but it is amazing. Another honorable mention that I have for this year is this Bluebird lacquer in Centaur of Attention 3.0. This is a previous top polish winner of the year, and so I try not to put polishes that have won previously back in the top polishes of the year, but honestly, if I could, every year that I wore this would be on it. And this is why I decided not to add it to the top polishes of the year, because I know that every year that I wear it, it's going to be on it. And that kind of gets repetitive and redundant, and I'm trying to keep it fresh and new. Just know that anytime that I'm wearing this Bluebird lacquer, it will be a top polish of the year. Okay, I'm sorry if you can hear my kids. They got a Lego vacuum for Christmas from their aunt, and they are testing it out and they're fighting over it, so whatever, I'm gonna let them do their thing. We're gonna move on to products that have really wowed me for the year of 2023. The first product that we're gonna talk about is this Unicorn Magic Skincare in Lavender and Orange EO Deluxe Balm Stick. This was sent to me for my birthday by Miss Tana Baby. She sent me a little care package, which I so appreciate. This really wowed me. I find that this balm stick is very fast absorbing, and I love that. I love it. So I do take it with me pretty much anywhere. I used to keep it on my desk, but honestly, I like it better for on the go. Next from Unicorn Magic Skincare is this Deluxe Cuticle Rescue. This I purchased on my own after I received the Deluxe stick and decided to try out this Cuticle Rescue. Holy cow, am I in love with this. I have already purchased my second one from PPU in November, I think it was, and I absolutely love it. Like, it's just so creamy, so fast absorbing. This actually is a little bit more fast absorbing than the Deluxe stick. I feel like the Deluxe stick, even though I did say that it doesn't leave my hands looking really greasy, it kind of does at first and then it dries really quickly. I feel like this doesn't do that at all. But regardless, I absolutely love it. I love the smells so far from this brand, but honestly, the product is, like, the product speaks for itself. Even if it didn't have an amazing scent, I still would purchase this. I am obsessed. Also, what I love about it is that a little goes a long way with this product. So it can last you for a decent amount of time, but I do honestly like to use it almost as a lotion, like a hand lotion all over my hands, not just in my cuticle area. I don't know if that's the way it was intended to be used, but I like to use it that way because it is amazing. This product, I fell in love with it because I have dyshydrotic eczema, and basically I get little flare-ups of little bumps along my skin. It started around this area and spreads and goes up to my fingers. It's been crazy, and this year I had massive flare-ups. Stress can cause the flare-ups sometimes, and I did have a lot of ups and downs, really deep downs this year, and I was having a lot of flare-ups, which was very painful because they can be super painful. So I was given this cream, well, I was giving a trial size of this cream from my dermatologist, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So now I bought this giant one from Target, I believe is where I bought it from. A little goes a long way. This cream actually absorbs pretty decently, and I love it. I just love it. I also try to take a pump right before I leave for work. My daughter got a hold of this tube. That's why it looks like this. But this is Kerasol, and I was introduced to this product by Polish Lab Rat, and she was introduced to this product by the Salon Life, I think, if I remember correctly. But Larissa mentioned this product in one of her stories, and she sent the link to the video where she saw it at. So I checked out the video and I was like, okay. I went on Amazon and was able to find this for like $7.99 or $6.99. It wasn't very expensive. And again, a little goes a long way, so it will last me a while, except that my daughter squeezed out some of it from the tube already. I have had this since about October. I want to say it was October or November when I purchased this, and I use it at night, right before bed, after I wash my hands, brush my teeth, get ready for bed. I've also put this, because it does say intensive foot repair, I also have put this on my feet and put some socks on, and I have noticed such a difference on the skin of my feet and also the skin around my nails. I think it has worked really, really well for me, and I highly recommend it. This is definitely a top product for me, along with the Vani cream. It's just everything I've used so far this year has been really amazing, especially since I've had so many flare-ups. Everything that I've used so far has helped me with my dyshydrotic eczema, and I am so happy because it has been a rough year for my skin. All right, so those are all the honorable mentions that I'm going to talk about this year. As I said before, thank you so much for all of your support, your kind words, your likes and views. I really appreciate all that you do for me and my channel. And now I'm going to leave you all with my favorite manicures of the year. Bye.